Hello, and welcome to my Hardcore Iron Man series where I read every little piece of dialogue and all of the quests of RuneScape. It's a Hardcore Iron Man right now. I know it's not going to be like that forever, so we'll just have to see what it is that makes me die and lose my Hardcore Iron Man status. The goal of the series is to learn as much lore and information that we can and all the dialogue that no one really ever reads. So without further ado, let's get into episode 4. One day the man was walking through Falador in search for a quest to do for somebody nearby. There's this huge castle over here with a big bridge. Looks like somebody spent a lot of money on it. Hopefully there's a quest to do around here. Let's find out. Let's see. Oh, let's talk to the squire. There's a quest marker here. Hello, I am the squire to Survivin. And how is life as a squire? Well, Survivin is a good guy to work for. However, I'm in a spot of trouble today. I've gone and lost Survivin's sword. I can make a new sword for you if you like. Thanks for the offer. I'd be surprised if you could though. The thing is, the sword is a family heirloom. It has been passed down through Survivin's family for 5 generations. It was originally made by the Incando dwarves, who are a particularly skilled tribe of dwarven smiths. I doubt anyone could make it in the style that they do. So would these dwarves make another one? I'm not 100% sure the Incando tribe exists anymore. I should think Reldo, the palace librarian in Varrock, will know. He has done a lot of research on the races of Gilnor. I don't suppose you could try and track down the Incando dwarves for me. I've got so much work to do. Okay, I'll give it a go. Thank you very much. As I say, the best place to start should be with Reldo. And the man's like, alright, let's go to Varrock and ask Reldo about these dwarves. And the man's like, man, running around all the time really sucks. I wish I could just teleport everywhere. We did unlock rune crafting recently. Maybe I should start doing that and just start getting runes and magic experience. Alright, Varrock Palace. Let's go see if we can find this librarian. Oh, a library. Reldo! Hello, stranger. What do you know about the Incando dwarves? The Incando dwarves, you say? Ah, yes. For many hundreds of years, they were the world's most skilled smiths. They used secret smithing knowledge passed down from generation to generation. Unfortunately, about a century ago, the once thriving race was wiped out during the barbarian invasions of that time. So are there any Incando left at all? I believe a few of them survived, but with the bulk of their population destroyed, their numbers have dwindled even further. They tend to keep to themselves, and they tend to not tell people they're descendants of the Incando, which is why people think the tribe is extinct. However, you could try taking them some redberry pie. They really like redberry pie. I believe I remember a couple living in Asgardian, near the cliffs on the Asgardian's southern peninsula. And I was like, alright, cool, well, let's go get some redberry pie for this Incando dwarf. They may or may not be down here. And the man went, and the man is like, man, there's so much running and walking and running and walking. Gotta find an Incando dwarf. Redberry pie, redberry pie. Alright, now we have a redberry pie. I hope there's a dwarf nearby. Oh, a dwarf. His name is Thurgo. Let's talk to Thurgo. Are you an Incando dwarf? I need a special sword. I don't talk about that sort of thing anymore. I'm getting old. Would you like a redberry pie? You see Thurgo's eyes light up. I'd never say no to redberry pie. We Incando dwarves love them. They're great. You hand over the pie. Thurgo eats the pie. Thurgo pats his stomach. By Guthix, that was a good pie. Anyone who makes pie like that has got to be alright. Can you make a special sword for me? After bringing me my favorite food, I guess I should give it a go. What sort of sword is it? I need you to make a sword for one of Falador's knights. He had one which was passed down through 5 generations, but his squire has lost it. So we need an identical one to replace it. A knight's sword, eh? Well, I'll need to know exactly how it looked before I could make a new one. All the Faladian knights used to have swords with unique designs according to their position. Could you bring me a picture or something? I'll go and ask his squire and see if I can find one. And back to Falador we go. And the man went. And the man continued to go. Back to Falador Castle. Let's talk to the squire about getting a picture of that sword. So how are you doing getting a sword? I found an Incando dwarf, but he needs a picture of the sword before he can make it. A picture, eh? The only one I can think of is in a small portrait of Survivin's father. Survivin keeps it in a cupboard in his room, I think. Okay, I'll try to get it then. Please don't let him catch you. He mustn't know what happened. Alright, let's go upstairs. Oh, there's Survivin right there. He's not in his room. Maybe we can go in and shut the door real quick. Bam. Easy. Let's see if it's in the cupboard. You find a small portrait in which you can take. Alright, we got the portrait. Let's go to the dwarf and get that sword. And the man's like, I'm pretty sure the cave behind his house is really dangerous. Probably should bring some food with us. Alright, here's the cave. Let's go. Nice and slow. Oh, geez. Pirate. I think we're safe now. Oh geez, hobgoblins. Okay, I think we're safe now. Why is it so cold down here? Oh geez. Oh no! Mine's a blurite. Where's a blurite? Get it! Get it! There's no one around. There's no monsters around. We got one! I see you. Alright, let's get out of here. Don't hurt me! Oh! Well, I brought way more food than I should have. That's okay, we got everything we need. Ow! And just like that, we were safely out of the hole. Easy. We got everything we need. About that sword. Have you got the picture of the sword you got from me yet? I have found a picture of the sword I would like you to make. You give the portrait to Thurgo. Thurgo studies the portrait. You'll need to give me some stuff to make this. I'll need 2 iron bars to make the sword, to start with. Also, I'll need an ore called blurite. Blurite is useless for making actual weapons except crossbows, but I'll need some as decoration for the hilt. It is a fairly rare ore. The only place I know to get it is under the cliff here, but it is guarded by a very powerful ice giant. Most of the rocks in the cliff are pretty useless and don't contain much of anything, but there's definitely some blurite in there. You'll need a little bit of mining experience to be able to find it. Okay, I'll go find them then. Can you make that replacement sword now? How are you doing finding those sword materials? I have them right here. Thank you very much. Just remember to call in with more pie sometime. And the man's like, okay. Now if we drop it, maybe we can get another one. Alright, now we got 2 swords. One for me and one for him. Let's go back to the squire. Alright, back into Falador Castle. I have retrieved the sword for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was seriously worried I would have to own up to Sir Vivan. You give the sword to the squire. Alright, we've completed Knight's Sword. And we instantly get to 31 smithing. Another quest done. A lot more to go. I wonder if there's any quests that I can just stumble across. Wait, a notice board? Starts to the notice board. Damaged roof tiles for sale. Come on down to Bob's Axes. Contributions. Welcome to Ned's new window fund. Wait a minute, what's this? Keen fighter sought to deal with troublesome monster. Reward offered. Speak to Sarah at the South Falador farm for details. This could be luck worth looking into. Let's go see what Sarah has in mind. Alright, so now we gotta go see Sarah at the farm south of Falador. And the man went. And he arrives at the farm at the south of Falador. Oh, and there's Sarah. Let's talk to Sarah. Hello, how can I help you? I've come about the bounty. Oh, thanks, Sarah Dillman. It's about time someone responded. Something needs to happen. Something needs to be done. Can you explain what happened? Of course. I was making my monthly delivery to the shared ram and lumberage, heading east near Drainer Village crossroads. Suddenly, out of the trees came a hulking monster. It chased me for a short distance, but luckily Rosie managed to spook it enough to give me a head start. Sounds like it must have given you quite the scare. It certainly did. I even lost my cart full of farm produce. Any tips on finding this thing? Tips? You're supposed to be the professional monster slayer. Although I suppose a good place to start would be checking the area I was attacked. See if you can find the remains of my cart. Okay, yes, that could work. Is there anything else you wanted? I think that'll be all for now. Excellent. Best of luck to you. I'll be waiting right here with your reward. The man's like, alright, cool. Let's go check out this scene of the crime. Puppy. Aw, you give the dog some nice bones. It happily gnaws on them. Alright, so the scene of the crime. See if we see a cart. Oh, yep, there's a cart. It seems the monster was trying to run off with some of Sarah's produce. From the looks of things, it was heading northeast. Yep, there's a trail right here. The carrot had been slightly gnawed on. Weird. What sort of monster charges at someone and then steals a bunch of carrots? We should follow this produce. Oh, broken tree. Something pretty big must have come running through here to knock this over. Well, at least the trail is pretty easy to find. You tie the rope tightly around the protruding rock. Huh, there's already a rope down here. I hope no one else has got to this monster first. Alright, let's see what we got going on. Oh, a skeleton. Skeleton seems fresh. Looks like the bones have been gnawed clean fairly recently. There's also a scrawled note. It's barely readable. Looks like this person got trapped down here and couldn't get out. Well, that's not exactly reassuring. Uh-oh. Nice piggy? Ah, my eyes! Some time passes. Man lays there helplessly. Well then, what do we have here? Still breathing, eh? Seems I came at just the right time. We better get you out of here before that thing returns. What happened? Where am I? Oh, you're awake. Who are you? How did I end up here? My name's Spria, and I'm a Slayer Master. You've had a nasty encounter with a sour hog. A sour hog? You mean the giant pig monster? Precisely. You're extremely lucky that I found you. Another few hours and you'd be hog chow. Were you responding to Sarah's bounty too? Yes, it sounded like an easy few coins. I thought as much. I found you on the floor of the cave. You must have been knocked unconscious. That thing caught me completely off guard. Normally I can handle myself in a fight, but its spitting attack is pretty fearsome. The beast's saliva is extremely acidic and your eyes are most vulnerable. It'll cause terrible injuries and leave you unable to attack and defend yourself very well. So how am I supposed to handle that? Luckily, the Slayer skill provides us with an array of useful equipment and techniques for dealing with special foes. In the case of the Sour Hog, you'll be needing these. Spria hands you a pair of reinforced goggles. This eyewear will protect you from the spitting attack, allowing you to fight the monster on equal terms. Most enemies have a weakness too. The Sour Hog's thick hide provides excellent protection against slashing and insulating it from magic damage. You'd be best trying to pierce it with arrows or a stabbing weapon. Go now. The bounty is all yours to claim. I suggest you recoup your strength and head back to the fight using your new goggles. If you make it out alive, collect your bounty and then come to see me when you can speak further. Why are you helping me? Well, I suppose I could have left you in there to be eaten. But you know what that'd make me? A monster. And as a Slayer Master, that's really not a great look. Besides, my father always taught me that knowledge is worth more than gold. I'm happy to sacrifice a few coins in order to pass my experience on to you. Well, I sure am glad you were there to lend a hand. Thank you. Don't mention it. Was there something else? That'll be all for now. Very well. Good luck, Slayer. And the man said, alright, let's go kick that Sour Hog's ass with my new goggles. See, that Sour Hog is level 37, and the highest level I have is 31, but I'm going to range it, so hopefully it's not going to take too long. And the man went. And the man went all the way back to the cave. Time to go down the hole. I don't think Spray will be rescuing me this time. If I go in there, I'm fighting this to the death. Here we go. Oh, geez. Slow and steady wins the race. Glad I brought plenty of food. Oh, God. Come on, you can do it. Yes. Oh, God. Ooh. That was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Alright, let's get out of here. We should probably go back to Sarah. Alright, back to the farm. Stuck to Sarah. Hello, how can I help you? That monster certainly won't be troubling you from now on. Oh, that's fantastic news. I'm so relieved. Wait, how do I know you're not just saying that to get the bounty? How about this as proof? You pull the food out of your backpack and show it to Sarah. Oh, yes, that certainly looks about right. Indeed, the smell is quite something special. I'll probably just give it to the dog. I'm glad you made it back. Some strange woman in a hood came asking about the job shortly after you left. I didn't really want her back in here. Anyway, thank you so much. Here's your reward. Sarah gives you a heavy pouch of 5,000 coins. Perhaps I should speak with Spria and tell her that the monster's been dealt with, because Spria was so nice to us. Alright, we're back to Spria. Hello, and what are you after then? I did it. I killed the Sour Hog and collected the bounty from Sarah. Very impressive, Slayer. I'm glad that goggles served you well. Although the Sour Hogs often live in primitive tribes, I fear that where there's one, there's likely to be more to follow. We have to monitor that lair from time to time to keep their population in check. So what happens now? I'm awarding you with 30 Slayer points. You can use the points to purchase rewards and upgrades to enhance your effectiveness as a Slayer. You can earn more points by collecting tasks assigned by me or one of the other Slayer monsters throughout Gilinar. When you start to become adept in slaying, you'll begin to receive tasks that can be especially lucrative, so get training. We've completed a portion of interest. We've got 9 Slayer.